Aloha mai kako. Welcome to another uplifting edition of the Little Grass Shack, where we bring you the best of island music, culture, and the spirit of aloha. Today, we're honored to have a special guest, Noel Casimiro. Noel is not just an entrepreneur, he's an innovator, a mentor, and a visionary who has made a significant impact in Las Vegas. As the brainchild behind the Las Vegas Foodie Festival, Noel has brought together flavors from all over the world, creating one of the most celebrated food festivals in the city. Sit back and relax, and let's get to know Noel Casimiro a little better. I'm Island with the Little Grass Shack. Stay tuned with more music and Noel Casimiro.
Bringing peace and spreading love. Aloha spirit from above.
Yes, welcome back to Little Grass Shack. Today got a special guest. You know what? I've known this man for years. And when I say years, I'm talking about elementary school. Yeah. Welcome to the stage, or welcome to the radio show, Mr. Noel Casimiro. How's it, bro? How you doing?
Oh, brother, thank you so much, Emory. And again, it's such a blessing knowing you since we were kids, man. Elementary school, East Side.
East Side, that's right, East Side. You know, we've talked story or throughout the years and stuff like that, trying to catch up. But back then, Filipinos, man, was there a lot of Filipinos back in the 1980s? I mean, I only knew you, and pretty much
there was barely any. In fact, when I went to Del H Junior High School, I hung out with a lot of cholos because there was no Filipinos. So
Exactly.
I hung out with the Mexican crew. So I
Yes.
thought I was a wannabe cholo. What's up, SA?
Yeah.
And there wasn't an influx of a huge Filipino population up until 86, 87, when all the huge resorts started being built, and then a huge migration of Filipinos started coming to Las Vegas for work when these resorts started opening up.
Wow, man. I know. I just remember running into you guys at elementary school, playing kickball. I was like, oh, wow, man, it's a guy that looks kind of like me. You know what I mean? And then, yeah, you're right. It was, living on the east side, it was all about, Spanish or the influence on that side. So,
Yeah.
But, man, but now, today, you're an entrepreneur, a pioneer, an innovator, a mentor. I mean, I brought you in here because one thing you create, and I'm so amazed, is that the Foodie Fest. I mean, it's world renowned. I see it all over all the YouTube, but well, promoted. I mean, it's out there, man. How'd you come with this brainchild?
So my business partners and I, we're always been foodies. And I come from a background in doing events. I used to run nightclubs.
Right.
I used to throw raves in my early 20s. And, as I got older, I wanted to do something more family-oriented. And so we created the Great American Foodie Fest, which actually it started out as the Las Vegas Foodie Fest. Mm-hmm. And the concept came out of the idea of me and my cousins, one of my business partners, my brother, watching the Food Channel, Food Network, Cooking Channel, Travel Channel all the time, and just looking at all these awesome foods and looking at these food trucks. We're like, man, it's our bucket list. I'd like to go there to South Carolina and try that, or Texas to try that. And so at that time, we were doing an event called the Asian Food Festival. Mm-hmm. And we thought, wow, you know what? One of the guys came up with an idea, like, what if we put together a food festival that would encompass all the best food trucks and food vendors from all over the country that have been seen on Food Network, Cooking Channel, Travel Channel, and then bring it to one local destination here in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Right.
And so instead of us going out there and bucket list, we have to travel, let's just bring it all here to our home.
Wow.
And that's how the concept started. So it's been a long ride. It's been an awesome ride. It's been 13 years now. And one thing that we set out to do that was going to be different, we said we're going to be the best food festival in Las Vegas. And the business model was going to be, we're not going to focus on how much money we're going to make. We're going to focus on the experience of people that come to our event. We're going to focus on the experience of our vendors that participate in our event and our sponsors. And we're just going to always try to improve. While, other companies are, always thinking, like, what can we do to cut costs? We're going to think, what can we do to add more value when someone purchases a ticket? And when you do that, when you focus on the experience of the customers and everyone else, the money and the profits are a byproduct. And that's why we've won Best of Las Vegas 8 years in a row. No other food festivals won that accolade. We've been ranked in the top 10 food festivals in the United States by Telegraph Travel and a bunch of other different, resources.
I tell you what, man, we're going to talk more with Noel and his journey with the Great American Food Fest. I'm already getting hungry, so you guys stay tuned with more Talk Story segment with the Little Grass Shack of Island Emory. Yes, welcome back to Little Grass Shack. I'm Island Emory as we talk story with Noel Casimiro. Yes, the brainchild and obviously his business partners and family and friends creating the Great American Food Festival here in Las Vegas. How's it, bro?
Good. Just going good, brother. It's awesome.
No, man. You know what? Just listening to you from off obviously during off mic, but we've known each other for so long, and we were talking about your passion, obviously food, and food is one of those main things that brings family together, right?
Absolutely.
And then you talked about literally creating that family value. I mean, again, you can kind of explain what the concept of when you said food, and then you're trying to give more value for anybody that comes to those gates.
Yeah. So. Never-ending improvement, constant improvement is the business model. Not focusing on how much money we can make as far as profits, but focusing on the customer's experience, our vendors and sponsors' experience, and even our volunteers' experience. When you focus on that, the money will come, the profits will come. It's just a byproduct. So we're always trying to survey our guests, our patrons, and ask them, what can we do to make it better? Mm-hmm. What can we do to make it a more memorable experience? What are we doing wrong? What's some of them things that you can complain about so we can address those issues? And we always debrief at the end of every event with our whole team, and we look at, what can we do? What are the mistakes we made? Can we prevent them? Again, what can we do to add more value? When someone buys a ticket to the Great American Foodie Fest, what can we do to make it a more memorable experience?
Right. Now, I remember going to the first one that you put together, and I think it was at the Silverton.
It was at the Silverton.
And, one thing I was so amazed that you brought the White Castle hamburger or the burgers. When you brought that and I saw the line to this thing, I mean, it was like literally they were shopping for shoes the night before, and it was just during the day. I mean, how'd you come across that, man?
That was nuts. So again, going back to getting surveys and really trying to accommodate what our customers want, mm-hmm. and how to make it a more memorable experience. So people were leaving, and myself and my partners were like, hey, thank you for coming. What did you like about the event? What didn't you like? What's a bucket list that you would like to see as far as a food truck or a food restaurant or whatever at the Great American Foodie Fest? The number one request was, I love to see White Castle. White Castle's nowhere near west of the Mississippi. We'd love to get a White Castle. I haven't been there, because they're from the Midwest or the East Coast. Yeah. So we're like, wow, okay, that's a feat. So we started calling corporate, and it took us a while to get the right people, but we talked them into coming to the Great American Foodie Fest, and it was unbelievable. They did not expect to have a huge market for White Castle in Las Vegas, Nevada, or nowhere near the West Coast.
Wow. You know what? We'll talk more about White Castle and other vendors that are coming to Las Vegas because of what you created, Again, we're talking with Noel Casimiro, a pioneer, innovator, mentor here in Las Vegas, and one of my dear friends from, elementary school. So we'll continue with more music right here with the Spirit of Aloha with the Little Grass Shack. You can get me at islandemery.com. Yes, sir. Island Emory with Noel Casimiro talking story right here. You know what? Getting energized for the next event coming up soon enough. So if you're getting hungry, man, let's do this, man. He's going to feed you. He's going to feed you the details and info to get you, what was it? Hooked in. That we could say. But, you talked about White Castle in the last segment. I mean, what other restaurants that you have invited to Las Vegas or, other foodie trucks or what have you? Yeah,
so that's what makes us so unique. We're not about just bringing a bunch of local food vendors. We go out there and we're very selective in finding out some of the best, what we call celebrity food vendors or food trucks that have been seen on Food Network, Cooking Channel, Travel Channel, and other different TV or food shows. We try to bring out the best eats that people see on TV that they see all over the country to one local destination. So we pick some of the best food trucks that have been seen on Food Network, Cooking Channel, Travel, and that's what makes us different.
Wow. Now, you guys also bring entertainment. I mean, I've seen, I think, local celebrities like the Jabberwockies, or you're literally bringing a whole a vibe of. Obviously intercultural food from obviously the East, Midwest, and then Las Vegas. And I even saw Filipino trucks out there, and I was like, wow, you know what I mean? And, the desserts, man. I got to really stay away from desserts, but, man, you got it going on, man. I mean, what's the focus on that? I mean, you just, again, you pick the best and stuff like that. Do you literally, focus on some local eateries here in Las Vegas?
Yeah, absolutely. We definitely want to showcase our local eateries and give, and support that community and the local food truck community. Absolutely. We have some of the best food trucks locally and food vendors that are from Las Vegas as well.
Wow. Now, I kind of off the food thing. I mean, now you're like an educator. I saw you speaking at, events, and man, would you ever thought that from what you've done in the past as a promoter to obviously a pioneer of the Great American Foodie Fest to now literally, I know we give grace to the man upstairs to make us keep walking every day.
Yeah, for me, I gotta mention my faith. I put God first in all that I do, and I just been blessed because I barely graduated from high school, bro. I had C's, D's, and F's.
Yes.
I wasn't smart. But I was blessed enough to have a mentor to teach me and give me the right books to read so I can self-educate myself. And since then, 30 years later, I'm still trying to self-educate myself. I'm always constantly listening to audiobooks. And it's not just how to be successful in making money or business or finances, but like I have a 22-year-old, 13 and 15. I'm still reading books and listening to sermons on how to be a better father.
Right.
I've been married 17 years. I'm still listening to sermons, and we have workshops my wife and I go to try and so I can be the best husband to her. Wow. I'm always trying to improve myself in every aspect of my life. Wow. So, and that's what's blessed me with the opportunity to become a serial entrepreneur and open up, several different businesses.
Right. We'll talk more with Noel and his venture, obviously as an entrepreneur, and then obviously a family man and a man of faith. More music coming your way with the Little Grass Shack. I'm Emory with the Spirit of Law. Shag. Hopefully you're enjoying the music. I'm enjoying the company of Mr. Noel Casimiro hanging out with me, bro. You know what? Talking about faith, being a father. A lot of people don't even understand. We go out there into the workforce and literally try to battle whatever we can, but literally you have to go back home, and this is why we're doing it. And can you explain to me? I mean, how important is family to you?
My family is well. So for me, it's God first, then my marriage, then family. It's just being in alignment in my faith, but my family is everything. I am a better father and a better husband because earlier in my childhood, I didn't have a father. They got a divorce early at when I was in third grade. They split up, and it was just my mom taking care of us. My dad would come in and out of our lives, and he just basically showed me a good example of what a father shouldn't be and a husband shouldn't be. Mm. And I used to, have anger and bitterness towards him, but instead, I took that negative experience and circumstance and I turned it into a positive by using that to spark a light in me to do exactly the opposite. And that's why I'm a faithful husband to my wife. I spend time with her. I prioritize her. And with my kids, I spend time with my kids. My dad didn't spend time with us. He didn't go to any games or any of that stuff. And I'm always there for them. I get to drop them off to school and pick them up. It's just a blessing of having just my family. And I thank God every day for having my family. And I want to leave a kingdom legacy with them, not just money, which is it's a legacy of having good character. That's so important.
With faith and what you've done in Las Vegas, I see it now. I've seen you talking, becoming a mentor and literally educating others because of, it's your life journey, man. A lot of people can't really say, hey, he walked, he he was giving everything. I mean, a lot of people don't see the trenches. What you've gone through and the obstacles and stuff like that. And for you sharing, your personal frustrations, but you're turning it into a positive. And obviously, the man upstairs, good graces to you, man, and the blessings. But now, what is the future endeavors for Mr. Noel Casimiro?
So for me, my goal again, I consider myself a kingdom entrepreneur, and my goal is with my business is to create wealth, not to maximize my self-interest so I can be a big baller, shot caller, and keep driving
Smart.
bigger house, more cars, all that stuff. No. There's only a certain amount that my family needs to be well taken care of. The overflow that God blesses with, and for me personally, the overflow, the abundance, is meant to give back to advance His kingdom. What that means is helping those who are less fortunate, fighting against homelessness, hunger, fighting against human trafficking, fighting against all that stuff. That's what I want to create. But what I want to teach that to my kids, to leave a legacy, for them to do the same thing.
You know what, man? We'll talk more about the spiritual journey of Mr. Noel Casimiro right here in the Little Grass Shack. Continue with more music your way with the spirit of aloha. I'm Island Emory. Give me at islandemory.com. Nothing but the best. Yes, sir. Island Emory is a great source to get at me to request dedications, also birthday shout-outs. But as we continue on talking story with Mr. Noel Casimiro in the Little Grass Shack, fellas, I mean, folks, if you guys can feel the energy in here, I'm literally in front of a man, obviously true to faith, but yet a mind, a visionary. You give grace. You always give good grace to the man upstairs for waking up every morning. And how about the vision? I mean, what do you vision yourself? I mean, like you said, you talk about legacy. To me, I'm looking at the next TED Talks. This journey. I mean, what do you think about that?
Well, when it comes to legacy, a lot of people in the past have talked about leaving financial legacy, leaving a trust. And then you hear about these kids, they turn 18, they get all this money, and it ruins their life.
Yes.
Because they weren't trained or developed to have good steward. They didn't have the character to steward that wealth. And that's what I want to leave with my kids. I know that they're going to be well taken care of when it comes to finances, but I want to make sure that they have good character, moral values to make good choices and the right choices to lessen the struggles in life that they're going to have. Life can be long, but life can be short, and I just want them to make good choice and decisions, but also to make an impact, to be humble. And it's not all about them; it's always about helping other people.
Yes.
I want to instill that in my kids, and they can do that in their kids, and their kids, and their kids. So we leave a bloodline legacy of not just money. That's last. In fact, in our family, character comes before getting good grades.
Right.
But that's what I want to leave. That's what my vision is what God's doing in me, He's going to do through me, through my kids. And so we want to make an impact, to better people's lives in every aspect of their lives for generations.
So much truth that, you're speaking, because, a lot of people get jaded, especially living in a fast city like Las Vegas. They see the glitz, the glamour, obviously the cars, in the 30-second TikTok thing, and that's what the education that, is kind of boiled down to, the 30-second scroll, but yet, you're providing a platform for people to enjoy themselves, bring family values, enjoy themselves at, the Great American Food Fest or other, ventures that you're into. I mean, I know you're an entrepreneur at heart, and I know you continue to do big things in Las Vegas. But I really appreciate you of what you're doing, and and the platforms that you're utilizing for the good.
Thank you.
We'll talk more with Noel as we get his. The big vision. We've been talking about vision, but I know this man wants to open up. So you guys stay tuned with the Little Grass Shack. I'm Island Emory. Shack Island, Emory, enjoying the music, enjoying the time. Yes, I'm enjoying my time. Talk story with Mr. Noel Casimiro, my man. You know what? We're talking about, the big vision, and we talked about family, faith. What is it all for? But and you hit it on the, you hit the nail on the head with about, helping others. Getting involved with the other organizations or community outreach programs here in Las Vegas. I mean, I know you kind of you said during the break you talked about NAFTA. NAFTA, is that correct?
Yeah. I used to be very involved with the Filipino community and lots of organizations. I've sat on the board and served as president, vice president, state vice chair with NAFA and a bunch of other different Filipino organizations in the past. But I got busy when I had kids and got married, and so I had to step away. But I definitely have so many plans to get involved again and to go out there and give back. And that's actually the legacy I want to leave. I want to leave a legacy of giving back. When success is all about me, that's success. When you start making an impact and difference in others and giving back, now you're living a life of significance. Awesome. So that's the legacy I want to leave with my kids is leaving a life of significance, not just success.
Right. Now, with insignificance, I mean, you're starting with, educating maybe junior leadership programs, or like you said, getting back into the community itself. But is there any plans for a Noel Casimiro like foundation or whatever?
Yeah, I definitely. That's something I definitely I have big plans for, is to create a foundation. Right now, I'm on the board of 3 local nonprofits for kids. Actually, I'm the vice president of Kids Uplifting Kids, which helps orphans and kids in a foster care system in Clark County. I'm also an advisory board member of Project 150. It helps homeless students here in Clark County. There's like 14,000 homeless kids in Clark County. And then I'm also advisory board member of the Uplift Foundation of Nevada. And that organization helps a lot of underprivileged kids in Clark County. Wow. So
you're a busy man.
Yeah, I love giving back, and it's such a blessing to be able to be a part of those organizations and give back. But eventually, I want to have my own organization with the foundation. Yeah. Yes,
I foresee that. Now, talking about foundations and and all the other community outreach that you're involved with. I mean, what? The American food. I'm kind of going back to the Great American Food Fest, and then the platform, and where and you're giving back to the community. And I know the festival is coming up soon enough, in a couple of weeks, if I'm mistaken.
Yeah, 2 weeks. Yep.
Wow, man. Now, what's the location? Where's it going to be this time?
So the Great American Foodie Fest will be on September 27th or 29th at the Galleria Mall in Henderson.
Right. Now, if people want to attend this and get a glimpse of, hey, you know what, I want to be the fat kid today, what's the links they want to go to?
Go to greatamericanfoodiefest.com. That's greatamericanfoodiefest.com, and right now tickets are 50% off, so they're only $5.
Wow. Yeah. You know what, and that's the thing too, is that's very reasonable. So reasonable that you want to take a family out and enjoy a day, and it's getting a little cooler out there too.
Well, that's what makes us different also, is our tickets are good for all 3 days. If you go to any of the food festival, you want to come back the next day, you got to pay. You come on our event, you just keep the wristband on, you can come back as many times as you want, unlimited re-entry.
Being a foodie festival, a pioneer from the Great American Food Festival. Do you have any favorite food trucks that you would definitely look out for?
One of my favorite food trucks, I would have to say, gosh, there's so many.
I know. I'm putting them on the spot, guys. I'm putting them on the spot.
So many. I always love Cousin's Maine Lobster because it's lobster. For tacos, believe it or not, Vito's Tacos.
I saw
best
that
birria taco ever. I used to have to drive to North Las Vegas to have some really good tacos. I live in the Southwest.
Right.
I don't have to drive that far because there's a Vito's Tacos by our house now. But Vito's Tacos, the birria tacos are out of this world.
So, man,
amazing.
Folks, you guys heard it from the man, the creator of the Great American Food Festival. You know what? I'd like to thank you very much for coming into the studio and hanging out with me. And it's always since elementary school, playing kickball, on the playground. Yeah. This is how far this relationship has gone, and to see you grow into this man, this pure energy that's still uplifted by the man upstairs?
Bro, yeah, I give all the glory to God. But bro, back at you, man. It's been a blessing knowing you, and congratulations on all your accomplishments and all you've done. And what you got inducted with at the Broadcasters Hall of Fame. And,
yes, sir.
That is amazing, man.
Yeah, no, thank you. You know, this is what we do.
Let's
right?
keep doing what we do, brother.
That's what we do, man. So we get involved with the right people. You know, we'll continue more music as you guys have a great day with the spirit of aloha. And mahalo to Noel Casimiro.
Thanks, brother. Thank you guys so much for having me.
Yes. Till then, hui ho. Little Grand Shack, islandemery.com.
All right. We're good. Second we're off.